Okay, this is my second time recording this because, when I try to show things on my computer with my phone, it comes out sideways. So I'm going to see how this works out. Anyway, at first I started talking about Al B. Shore. And why did Al B. Shore share the text messages between him and Angie Stone about her needing a transplant? And they were going back and forth with text messages, and it looked like Angie Stone was. I guess Al B. Shore has some connections. Maybe he knows something about getting transplants because it looked like she was kind of looking to him for some kind of advice on what she would do, what her next steps should be. It don't look like a regular conversation. It looked like she needed information from him, and maybe he knows something about that. But what I want to talk about is the reason. What is the reason for him sharing those particular text messages? What is the reason for him sharing? Well, he said those were the last text messages that was shared between him and Angie Stone before her passing. But it was some personal business that was put out there. And so people are wondering, what was the purpose of him sharing that? Some people feel like it was tacky. They don't understand why he put her personal business out there, right? Okay, well, here's my thing. I remember Al B. Shore I remember his music because I remember his music from the 80s. Okay. But just seeing his personality, I saw on this reality show produced by Donald Trump. And it was with Omarosa, and it was called The Ultimate Merger, right? It was with, I don't know, 9 to 12 men. Anyway, it's The Ultimate Merger. Ultimate Merger, Merger. And Al B. Shore was one of the contestants competing for Omarosa. Okay? Omarosa was the prize. And oh wow. Anyway, Omarosa was the prize in the Ultimate Merger, and Al B. Shore was one of the contestants that was competing for Omarosa. Al B. Shore and Omarosa already knew each other. They already knew each other. I don't know if they dated before, but they already knew each other. Okay. Um, and the point of me bringing that up is that I watched Al B. Shore and I listened to him talk. He was charismatic. He knew how to say the right things at the time that they are supposed to be said. It seems like he's able to read people to know what to say and what not to say. Um, when I watched him on the Ultimate Merger, he seemed very strategic. He didn't seem to be an impulsive person. And I realized that he had been ill himself, but I think his brain probably still works. Okay. Um, he don't he seems to what I'm saying is he seemed, from what I gathered from him on that show, he seemed to move strategically. You know the energy that I get from Al B. Shore, and I realized he was sick. It's almost like he can be a handler. And I get that he was ill himself. But it's almost like he could be a handler. A handler. Okay? That's what I get from Al B. Shore. When I look at this, I hope this thing don't turn out sideways because I was about to upload a video and it turned out. So this is the video. I was looking at a video that Storm Monroe posted. I hope it don't turn out sideways this time because it did last time. Angie Stone health issues are exposed by Al B. Shore. It's about Storm Monroe. That was a video I was watching. And Storm Monroe and other people in the chat was trying to wonder why. Um, if you see a lot of Jenkins, I'm about to get to that next. Okay, Angie Stone's health issues exposed. And so him and other people in the chat was trying to wonder why Albie Shore was exposing Angie Stone's health issues. The reason why I'm showing this thumbnail is because something looks strange about him in these shades. That's why I'm showing. So you're looking at my little watch history. But you're looking at my watch history because it's showing Lala Jenkins. And I played a clip of Lala Jenkins on my last video, and I didn't realize that it came out sideways. But I'm looking at LB Shore in these shades. He looks like a handler. I'm not saying that he is one, but something looks odd. I get something that's odd to me about him. Like he's not really that trustworthy. Okay, I get that he was sick, and I get that. What's that? Quincy is his son. I understand all of that. It's something that just don't feel right, and I think the reason why he exposed those text messages is because it was already, you already had people with their conspiracy theory hat on, right? Saying that why is she the only one who died in that van? Why is she the only one who died in that accident? That was a horrific accident. And it looked like the other people didn't even have critical injuries. I mean, a van that was flipped maybe 3 times and then hit by a doggone 18-wheeler. It looked like it would have been some serious, I don't care if somebody was in perfect health up in that van. That was a serious accident. And other people were taken to the hospital with other injuries, but I don't know if they were critically ill. What happened? Are they on life support? Because that is something serious. I don't care if it was somebody in perfect health. You want an accident like that? That's serious. A perfectly healthy person could be killed by that. It seems like everybody else was lucky except for her. And it looked like he put out, but like I said on my last video before everything turned out sideways, I question if that's how she died. I question if she even died that way. But anyway, I feel like he put out those text messages to say, listen, she was battling a serious illness. She already had health issues. For the people who want to say, why was she the only one who died, meaning that it's a possibility that she could have been murdered. Basically, he's trying to dead the idea. I mean, that's what I feel like what he was doing. That's what I feel like he was doing. He was trying to dead the idea in people's minds that this could have been a murder. And to say, listen, it was just a simple accident. She had health issues. She was already sickly. So this thing right here, she couldn't take anymore. No, I get that. Okay, fine. You already dealing with health issues. In fact, to have that piled on right there, yeah, that can probably do it. But I'm gonna tell you, with an accident like that, I don't care if you was as healthy as a doggone horse. With that kind of accident, and is anybody else at least in critical condition? Because I mean, a van to flip 3 times and then to get hit by a doggone 18-wheeler. Did the other people at least get out first before it was hit by an 18-wheeler? If that's what happened. If that's what happened. Okay? Because I get the feeling that's not how she died. I just get the feeling. Now, I want to go to this. I hope this don't turn out sideways again. I want to go to this. So, on Angie Stone's last Instagram post, it looked like she had turned her life over to the Lord. And I can tell that she had been under spiritual attack for a few years, and she kept surviving and kept surviving and kept surviving. Okay. I want to say that she was supposed to go on tour last year and it was canceled. I think it might have been in November and it was canceled. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling that she was supposed to be in an accident then. And she got an extension on her time. I get the feeling like she was supposed to be in an accident then. And, of course, she kept going back and forth to the hospital where she had already said on her Instagram live that she felt like it was spiritual. She felt like it was spiritual warfare. She had already said that on her Instagram live, that she felt like it was spiritual warfare. Okay? Because she just felt like out the blue, all of a sudden she had this blood infection with her blood, out the blue. And she felt like it was spiritual warfare, and I don't think she's wrong about that. I might know a thing or two about that myself. So when she finally died, after watching her Instagram lives, and I said she had been building a relationship with the Lord. She had gone online to really start talk about the Lord's favor on her and talk about how protected she was. I mean, she was really talking about how protected she was, and I feel like she knew that she was protected, and I actually felt like she was protected. I feel like she was supposed to die those times that she was in the hospital, and the Lord brought her through. I feel like she feels like God brought her through, and I feel like she's right about that. I feel like she's right. She was right about that, regardless of what other people feel like, whoever God is. I feel like her faith brought her through. And I'm just wondering what finally got her this time. This time they finally got her. What got her? Because God had been protecting her, and all of a sudden she died. What happened? And as I was asking that question, I was laying down and I was looking at one of her Instagram lives. I want to play it. I want to play it. I was looking at one of her latest Instagram lives before her death, and I heard her say, "Hi, Soror. Hi, Soror." Okay. I really wanna play this. Goodness gracious. Here we go. So I was looking at this latest final Instagram post. And I was asking to myself, what finally took her out? Hold on a second. Y'all, it's been a minute. How y'all doing? Come on in, come on in. Where's my music at? Oh my God. Let me get my music going. Ashton here, somebody take my, yeah. Let me get right. I gotta always have that vibe to just let us know everything is good. How y'all been? Hey, it's been so long since we chopped it up, but I wanted to get on here for a few minutes just to bring y'all up to speed with what's going on. I'm actually getting ready to go and do CIAA, the game. I'll be there. Oh, and by the way, my team won. Philly won. Yeah. So I didn't get to say anything about it because I didn't want to ruffle no feathers up in her. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I am so excited for Philly. They did an amazing job. So I'm excited about. I'm officially a fan now. Also, I am going to be at the CIAA performing. You don't want to miss it. I'm also bringing product with me, hot sauce and coffee. Bam. I'm bringing this with me so you can buy your own when you get there. Hopefully we'll have a table set up. I'm going to be in Alabama on the 28th. I'll have product there as well. I'm super excited. We're booking tours and a lot of stuff is going on that I don't want to just let out the bag just yet. But you can see that there's a big grin on my face. There's a lot of things going on as far as film, television, tours, artists.
songwriting. There's a lot of projects. I've just all I'm gonna say is we're getting back in the mix. And for all the people that have heard some of the craziest, you know what? I had to address this. Do I have enough people in the room yet?
Yeah, so Miss New Outlook says she will be there too, Soror.
All right, Sora. Listen, Sora, I got a surprise for my sorors. So listen.
That was it. That was what I wanted to show. When I asked the question to myself, why did she die? Why did this finally work? Because I knew something was odd about that whole story with the van. Why did this finally work? Because death has been coming for her, and she kept surviving. She kept being protected. She said God protected her, and I knew God protected her. And I'm trying to understand what happened this time. And then as soon, maybe 3 seconds after after I asked that question, hey, soror, what does that mean? Okay. The reason why Spirit had me hear that, because I had just not too long ago looked at a video from a YouTuber named Lala Jenkins. Her name is Lala Jenkins. A lot of people don't like her. That's fine. But I feel like it was important for me to hear that, because I had just not too long ago looked at a post from Lala Jenkins. Okay? And if you don't know Lala Jenkins, I'm about to show you her channel. She talks about how she denounced AKA. And then on her platform, other people come and share how they denounce their sororities and fraternities or whatever they were a part of. Okay. So this is it. This is the video I want to play. Exposing the deadly curses of Freemasonry and Eastern Star. Must watch Exposing the Freemasonry and Order of the Eastern Star. And hold on a second. I'm going to play it. I really hope this don't turn up sideways. If so, I'm really done with it. Okay, so I'm going to play this intro, and it's for educational purposes only. I hope this lady don't take down my video, because I have nothing to gain from playing her videos. This channel is not monetized. I'm not going to get any money. As a matter of fact, I would like people to go and check out her channel. So, this lady right here, is called Must Watch Exposing Freemasonry and Order of the Eastern Star, Denouncing Zeta Phi Beta Sorority. This is the lady right here. And this is Lala Jenkins. And this lady talked about when she had joined Zeta Phi Beta sorority, how people in her family started dying back to back to back to back. Okay? How immediately it was a curse on her or something like that. Like something was after her life. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to play this.
My family began to suffer an inordinate amount of death and dying. In January of 88, my grandfather died, strange heart attack. The very next month, my step-grandmother died. Following month, my baby, first cousin, she was a baby, like I think a month old, maybe 2 months old, died. And that next month, my sister's godmother died. Fast forward 2 years, another first cousin that I grew up with died at age 26. He died from AIDS. And then 2 years later, my dad died. My father died at a really, really young age, and he died really tragically. It was like back-to-back death of people who seemingly were dying early.
So that's her. That's her channel, Lala Jenkins.
So Gigi, thank you so much for
That
saying
is her.
yes to.
So I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I just wanted to play that little clip for you. And it is Lala Jenkins. And there we go. Lala Jenkins. Must watch Exposing Freemasonry and Order of the Eastern Star, denouncing Zeta Phi Beta sorority. This was uploaded on February 23rd, 2025. Okay. This one, it was uploaded February 23rd, 2025. Okay. Gigi, that's her name. And that part I did not want to bring up in my last video that I did not upload because things kept coming out sideways. I didn't upload it. I didn't even want to bring up that part because some people might get offended. But at this time, you know, it's best to just go on and let people get offended. If they're going to get offended, get offended. If I'm supposed to say something, I'm supposed to say it. And to worry about somebody getting offended is really kind of ego. It's ego. If it's something that you need to say it. I've never heard of this person before, but I'm about to show it. I'm about to show you this. I've never heard of her. Denouncing. I denounce the Order of the Eastern Star Part 1. I'm about to click on her video. And I don't know who this lady is. I'm about to click on it now.
Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Tina with the T. Today I want to talk about how I did witchcraft for over 10 years. Yes.
Never heard of her. I'm going to watch her now. Her name is Tila with the T. Never heard of her. I'm about to watch her. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. So, to end this, I'm feeling like, why was God's hand of protection taken off of Angie Stone? I don't care about, I think she's in a good place. I don't care about what your ego says. I feel like the hand of protection was taken off of Angie Stone. And I wondered why. And when I heard Angie Stone say on her live, "Hi, soror," that's what did it. I feel like God had been telling Angie Stone to denounce Eastern Star. I feel like even God might have even been telling Angie Stone to denounce Zeta Phi Beta. But definitely, if not Zeta Phi Beta, definitely I feel like God had been telling Angie Stone to denounce Eastern Star. I don't know how you have a close relationship with God. Let me tell you something. Some people that want to talk about this whole thing with the church ain't real, I know what it feels like for the Holy Spirit to be grieved. When the Holy Spirit is in you, you know what it feels like when it's something that you should not be doing. And if Angie Stone was starting to build a close relationship with God, like she said, like she appeared to be building in her Instagram, I feel like the Holy Spirit might have been telling her to denounce Eastern Star. Now, some people who are into different types of practices might disagree with this, but Angie Stone's life was not their life. Same thing with Lala Jenkins and this person who's saying that they denounced the Order of the Eastern Star. People have a right to their story. If they feel like God told them to denounce it, they have a right to say that. Just because somebody else might practice black magic or whatever else they might practice, and they might get offended because somebody else say they denounced the sorority, and they get offended by that because they practicing dark arts, that's fine. See, for me, they can practice whatever they want to, but at the same time, I feel like if Lala Jacobs felt like God had her denounce AKA, she have a right to tell that story. And other people who want to get on her platform and tell their story, they have a right to tell that story. This lady I'm about to watch right now, named Tila with the T, saying that she denounced the Order of the Eastern Star, she has a right to tell that story. Okay? She has a right to tell that. If that's her story, she has a right to tell it. When did she upload this? This was uploaded a year ago. I never heard of her. She has 497 subscribers, so she probably didn't upload too many videos after that because those type of videos are juicy. And I'm pretty sure if she would have uploaded a lot more videos like that, she probably would have grown pretty fast. But this was so that lets me know that she probably didn't upload too much after that. Now, like my channel, I don't talk about too much stuff that's juicy. I don't talk about stuff like that, and so it won't grow because I'm not into the juicy and the drama. I'm not into it, and so for that reason, it don't grow, and that's fine. I don't want that. I don't want unwanted attention. I do not want unwanted attention. If I was to talk about celebrities more often, so anyway, September 27, 2023, Tila with the T, her. If I was to talk about more celebrities, more juicy stuff, more stuff that really get people's attention, then my channel would grow. I know that. I know that. But I don't want that kind of attention. I don't want it. Okay? I don't want that kind of attention. And so for that reason, it's just not going to grow, and that's fine with me because I don't like too much negative attention. Because see, I have to be negative in order to grow the channel. You have to gossip. It has to be juicy. It has to be drama. And I don't need. Let me tell you something. Because I can say I can say I've been under spiritual warfare too. And when you're under spiritual warfare, the last thing you want is to attract more negativity and to focus on celebrities and drama and stuff like that and gossip. That's like you're bringing more negative energy to you, and I don't need that. And so yeah, if my channel is not going to grow because of that, then it's just not going to grow. Okay, because I can't. I don't want to deal with the negativity. Okay, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. I feel like I get the feeling that God, the Holy Spirit, told Angie Stone to denounce Eastern Star, and she did not. And she did not. She did not denounce it. And I feel like finally, because it's going to be warnings that's going to come before your demise. It's going to be some kind of warnings that might show up. And Angie Stone, I feel like she might have been a spiritual woman and she might have known. Okay? And she didn't denounce it. So that was it. I don't know for sure. Okay? I don't know for sure. I'm not doing a reading and all that stuff right there. But all I say is this. When I ask the question to myself, why was it that God had been protecting Angie all this time? She made it through every time, and suddenly it finally catches up with her.
I want all my sorors, Zeta Phi Beta, come on, Incorporated. I want y'all to know I'm coming with my stuffuses, so we got to represent.
That's what I heard as soon as I asked that question. That's the next thing I heard her say. Now, like I said, I don't know if the Holy Spirit was like getting her to denounce Zeta Phi Beta, but definitely I feel like Eastern Star. Because, come on now, if I'm not a part of Eastern Star, and I've never been in a sorority, and I am aware of the evil that takes place in those in those organizations, and I'm not even a part of it, what do you think people know who are a part of it? What do you think they might know? If I am aware of it and I'm not a part of it, then what do you think people who are a part of it, how much do you think they know? How much do you think they know? I feel like if not Zeta Phi Beta, I feel like the Holy Spirit was trying to get her to denounce Eastern Star. Because you cannot, and listen, I'm not talking to the people who do not believe in this type of stuff with salvation and all that stuff. I'm not talking to that. But Angie Stone did. Obviously, she did. She kept talking about God protecting her. She kept talking about the angels protecting her. And I believe she was protected. But you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters. And I feel like she could not, according to her belief now, I'm not, this is not for other people who don't believe in this kind of stuff. I'm talking about it from listening to her. She couldn't be all the way with God and be an Eastern Star. She just could not. Either you're for one or for the other. And it looked like, listening to this, her loyalties lied more with Eastern Star than it did with God. Okay? And I'm not trying to say anything bad about her. People are going to get upset. Oh, don't talk about Angie Stone. How dare you? How dare you? Well, listen. All I'm saying is, because I'm not a part of none of this stuff, all I'm saying is I asked the question. I didn't understand why she was being protected so much by God, and I believe she was. Because the enemy been trying to take her out. She was supposed to go alone. She was supposed to go probably years ago. She was supposed to be gone. But definitely in the last year, whatever it was that was trying to take her out was trying really hard to take her out. I believe it was because her number was up. You have a date of, it could have been an untimely death according to, you have a year that you're born and you have a year that you die according to God, right? But then when you join these organizations, you have a date of death with them too. Now, it could have been her time to die with them last year. And God was extending her. God was extending her date. Now, I'm not about to judge anybody because, let's listen. I'm just supposed to say what I'm supposed to say. I'm not going to say that I'm better than her in any kind of way. I'm not going to say that. Because all of us are battling something, I believe. But I feel like it's something I'm supposed to say. So I'm just going to say it, regardless of if I'm perfect or not, or how imperfect I am. I'm supposed to say what I'm supposed to say, and that's it. I feel like she had a number with this organization. Okay? Because regardless, I know she didn't win a Grammy, but she still had fame. And like I said, you have a birth date and a death date with God, but then you have a birth date and a death date with these organizations. Now, some people just have an untimely death, whether they are a part of organizations or not, because they have family members that are part of these type of things, and those family members might sacrifice them. So some people die and they're not even a part of it. But the only difference is that even though you might be sacrificed by a family member, you did not enter a contract with them. Angie Stone, knowingly, not subconsciously, knowingly, she entered a contract with what you would call the devil. Okay, whatever. I don't want to get into the devil. Okay, I don't want, because you know what? Because many people enter contracts with the devil without knowing it's the devil. Okay, so I don't want to really get into that type of stuff. But what I'm going to say is Angie Stone belonged to another entity, and it was only so much protection she was going to get. And when I looked at this last final Instagram post from Angie Stone, I saw where her loyalties lied. I saw where her loyalties lied, and it was with her sorors. It was with the Eastern Star. That's where her loyalties lied. And that is who that the entity that is over that is who has is the one who has Angie Stone. She's not with listen. I know she knew. I know that she was getting, I know that the Holy Spirit had been telling her to denounce it, and she didn't. And the hand of protection might have been taken off of her. Okay? But that's it. It's time for me to, around this time I go to bed. Anyway, that is it. I have something I want to share about myself, and I actually made a video about some revelations. I don't know if I'm gonna share it, but it's saved, and I don't know if I'm gonna share it yet. But anyway, that's it, and I'll talk later. All right.